What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am Stevie, the military biker. Today I'm going to be taking you through another product by RicRak, which I'll be putting onto the bike, which I will show you right after the intro. So you guys know, or if you didn't know, RicRak sponsor my channel. Link down below in the description for all 10% off parts. However, recently RicRak have been bringing out a lot of new products. Alright, and one of those new products is this, which I have today to be fitting onto my bike. And it's this, alright, it is the carbon fibre shifter linkage arm, if you want to call it that. Now, I haven't opened it yet, but just so you guys can see the packaging, obviously this comes like that. And as you can clearly see inside there, it's got a red colour on the end, and the rest of the actual shifter linkage is made of carbon fibre. Now, you can get this not just in red, you can get it in about 6 or 7 different colours, alright, which I'll leave a link to the website up here right now, or whichever side that is, so you guys can go click on that and it takes you directly there so you can have a look at these. But anyway, this looks awesome. All right, I have got the normal bog standard Harley-Davidson shifter linkage on there, the arm on there, but I wanted this because, as you guys are aware, my bike has some carbon fibre parts on it, and look at that, it looks absolutely really cool. It's got the normal standard sort of movable insert on the side there on both ends, all right, so it's easier and more flexible for the part, and obviously it is fully adjustable once you start taking your old one off and putting this one on. It is pretty lightweight, but it's extremely well built, all right. The nuts and whatnot are all anodized, again red in my case, but what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to put it onto the Scouse Glide. But first of all, I'm going to take the old one off and I'm going to take you through how to fit this. All right, it's not rocket science. It's literally 7/16 spanner and a socket and a ratchet. That's it, realistically. Take this off, take the old one off, measure the size of the old one as it stands right now compared to this, just tighten up the nuts and whatnot, make sure she's secure and ain't going anywhere, and then yeah, put it on. Job's a good one. Let's go. Alright, so like I said, this is a pretty simple job. Alright, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. You can do this at home, alright, you do not need to take this to the dealership. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to take off the old, not even old, that shift linkage off to replace it with the new carbon fibre one by RicRak. Alright, and all you need for this, it's a piece of piss job, alright. All you need is a spanner or a wrench, 7/16, alright, and a 7/16 socket with some kind of ratchet and extension, maybe just to get past the transmission here, right. You don't want to scratch this up when you're doing it, obviously, but yeah, all we want to do is we want to put the spanner on the back of the big nut behind there, and obviously we want to ratchet off this nut here, and then that will loosen that off, and then do the same with the back. Piece of piss, alright, easy peasy lemon squeezy. The one at the back doesn't have a nut on the other side because it goes straight into the actual physical shifter that's in the transmission, okay. So it's a pretty simple job, and obviously the only other thing we're going to need is everyone's friend, some Loctite, when we're putting this new one on. Now RicRak do supply you with a full new set of bolts, etc. But again, I'll decide whether I want to use those or I want to use the ones that are already on there after I give them a clean. So yeah, let's rip it off. Now there is a washer on there, okay, so make sure when you're taking this off you don't lose the washer, especially if you want to use these again, okay. And all you got to do, push that out, there, you have it. Alright, then you've got your nut, your bolt and your washer. Now remember, like I said, you don't need anything on the back of this because it screws straight into your shifter on the actual transmission, okay. So just nice and easy. This is screwing out, okay. And as soon as it gets hand loose, you take it off, push out. It's not going to come out because it's got Loctite on, but yeah, there you go, you can see it. She's out. What you don't want to do at this point is you don't want to mess with these two ends, alright? Just leave them, because you want to be measuring these for your new one, okay? Because it's got to be the right size, the exact size that this is, okay? Alright, now at this point, this is what I would normally do when I change out my shifter linkage, alright? This is the original one at the top here that you can see, and obviously the new RicRak carbon fibre one at the bottom. Now, what I've done is, I've laid them side by side, measured out correctly using a tape measure what size it is from the centre of the first hole to the centre of the second hole, either at the front or back, depending on whichever you're looking at it. And then what I've done is I've set this one to the exact size of that one. Alright, that will stop any issues that you're going to potentially face with shifting, etc. It'll just be exactly the same if you do it right as it was when you had that one at the top there, okay? Now these are a 13mm, I don't know what that is in the others, in inches or whatever, but yeah, just nip them down. When you've got these right, these screw in and out on both sides. When you've got them to where you want them, just nip the nuts down using a 13mm spanner or wrench, alright, on both sides, so it's not going to move, okay? What I might do, I might just apply a little tiny bit of blue Loctite on both ends. I might do that. I'll see if there's any difference when I start changing and stuff like that. But yeah, okay, so like I said to you at the beginning, alright, you can use the old nuts and bolts that were on there, but RicRak do send you a full set, alright, they do send you the full set. However, I'm going to use the ones that were on there, alright, because they're a little bit more heavy duty and they are Harley-Davidson ones as well. So what I'm going to do is, right now, before I put them back on, I'm going to clear off all the old Loctite from the threads on this one and the other one. I'm also going to clear out any from the inside of the nut as well, because there's a bit in there, a lot actually, so just to make sure. Okay, we're now ready to put these and the new shifter linkage back onto the bike. Alright, so now we've done that, we've cleaned it off, time to put the new one back on. Alright, don't forget also to clean in here, alright, the shifter and your actual peg itself, okay? Make sure you give that a clean while you're in there as well, because why not, you know, if everything's off, it's a great time to give it a clean, okay? At this point, what we want to do is we want to get, I'm going to put the back one on first, alright, so again, some blue Loctite on your nice new clean bolt, and again, you can use the ones that are supplied by RicRak if you want, but I'm going to use these ones, so nice blue Loctite on, don't go mental, alright, and then what you want to do is get your new your new shifter, and obviously put it into place, okay, through the hole of the new linkage, and then we want to just screw it in. Now we'll only go so far before you need the actual ratchet piece. Get your 7/16 ratchet and then start ratcheting it in. But yeah, just nip it up for now, alright, don't go mental with it, don't start tightening it up, just nip it up for now. Second one, alright, again, your nice new nut or your old nut, some nice blue Loctite on there, easy peasy. Now this one, we want the nut coming in from the back, alright, from the engine side. This is because I've got this kind of nut here, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's a nice sort of pointed nut and I want it on this side, alright. So again, same thing, what we're going to do is from the back, we're going to align the hole, lift up your pedal, put it through, don't forget your washer, right? And I'm just going to put a little dab in there again, blue Loctite, because these are notorious, not the RicRak one, but the actual shifter linkage on some of these, they're notorious for coming loose, alright, and then obviously you've got no gears from that point on, which I'll give you another top tip very shortly. So, washer onto the bolt, like that, and then your nut, nice on the end, and then just get your spanner, your 7/16 spanner, wrench, and your ratchet, alright, and just tighten it up. Again, nip it up. Okay, then just double check it's rotating slightly. That's what you want it to be able to do, alright? You don't want it to be solid, you want it to rotate sort of on its axis, right, which it is doing, which is great. So, and then at this point you can then tighten them up, alright? and then again the back. Nipped. Now the blue Loctite that's on there will do its job, okay? Do not, whatever you do, put fucking red Loctite on there, okay? Because it won't come off, and if you snap that bolt inside of this piece at the back there specifically, you're screwed, man. You're screwed. So that's it. That's it on. Easy peasy, 10-minute job. Let's have a look what it looks like. Now, easy job, yeah, 10 minutes done. It looks great, it looks really cool on the bike actually, and it goes with the carbon fibre parts that are already on the bike really well, like the centerpiece on the tank there, as you can see, and the other stuff that I've got on it as well. But yeah, pretty simple, alright, pretty easy job to do. You can do that at home. It took me 10 minutes literally. So I said to give you a quick top tip, alright, top tip for me personally, doing a lot of miles that I do on this bike, alright. This that you've took off, alright, you've took this off to do whatever you want with, alright. Some people will throw it away, some people will put it on eBay, on Facebook Marketplace to get it sold, or just keep it in a box in the garage. Personally, and I've had the original one of these in this place I'm going to talk to you about. Don't throw this away, don't sell it, don't put it in a box in the garage. Put it at the bottom of your saddlebag, alright. Stick it at the bottom of your saddlebag and leave it there, okay? Because if for whatever reason one of those, I'm not saying the RicRak one will, because it's extremely well made, but like I said before, the shift linkage on Harley-Davidson M8s and previous are renowned for coming loose, alright? Whoa, what happened there? Bloody camera. Are renowned for coming loose, okay? And you can have issues with the ones that you've got on. However, if you get an issue out on the road with your shift linkage, regardless if it's this one, it's a Harley-Davidson one, whatever, you've got a spare one in the back of the bike, alright, in your bags on the bike. Now, that will save you out on the road. If you've got this in the back of the saddlebag, let's say for instance the nuts fall out on the one that you've got fitted, alright, you can use this. If the nuts fall out and it falls off completely, gone. You know, you're like, what the hell, I've got no gears, right? You can just pull this out, some plastic cuffs, alright, zip ties, whatever you want to call them, in there, one through the front, and you've got gears again, alright, easy as that. Stevie's top tip, keep this in the bottom of your saddlebag, right? If you don't have a saddlebag, I don't know what you're going to do on long trips. If you're taking, you know, a rucksack or whatever, just chuck it in your rucksack, man. There's certain things on your bike that you should travel with at all times, and a spare one of these, for me, for a Harley-Davidson, is up there with some of the stuff that why'd you keep going out of focus, with definitely an important thing that I take with me on all long journey trips, even short trips. So yeah, that's it, top tip. Right, let's talk about some details about the RicRak carbon fibre shift linkage. Alright, so like I said before, you can go over to the RicRak store, which I'll leave a link down below in the description for to take you directly there, or I use my link. I just get a little bit of a kickback, which is great. But yeah, use my link in the description for this, okay? I'll leave it there so you can go right to it. But this is, like I said, the RicRak carbon fibre shifter linkage, alright? It's on sale right now as of the 23rd of February 2025 for $149.99 USD, alright? Excluding postage and packaging, or obviously that'll be extra clearly. It's made in the USA. It's real carbon fibre, so which it means it is extremely tough, alright? It's extremely tough. It's extremely well made, and high quality black rod ends, and that's what it's talking about there, what I was telling you about where the actual bolt goes through. All of that is high quality, okay? No slop, makes shifting and finding neutral easier, alright, which means that there's no sort of movement within the eyelets, if you like, on the actual shifters yourself. Why'd you keep doing that to me? Bloody thing. Anyway, and it says the adjustable shifter between 12 inches to 13 inches eyelet to eyelet, alright, so 12 to 13 inches depending on where you want to set your shifter itself. Some people like it a little bit further out, some people like it a little bit closer to the feet. So if you want to extend it, there's an inch play there, you know, to move it left, up or down, whichever you want to do, right? And like I said before, There's an abundance of colours with this, alright? Yes, the carbon fibre central piece will be carbon fibre, obviously. But you can get gold, black, blue, red, orange and silver, alright, for the actual ends that you can see down there, the red pieces, over the red pieces, okay? Again, I got red just because obviously it goes with the Scouse Glide. But yeah, for $149.99 as it stands right now, it's just, I think it's a really good addition to the bike. It looks good. You know, it adds to the look of the bike as well. You know, it really does look good. And I guarantee I'll be getting asked questions. Where'd you get that linkage from, Stevie? Where'd you get it from? Well, now you know, from RicRak, alright? So again, big shout out to the guys over at RicRak for sending me this to fit to the bike and to review for you guys. It is a good bit of kit, alright? Something simple you can pick up for 150 bucks, put it on the bike, bosh. Changes it from the boring looking one of these, or if you've got like an old shitty silver one, like I had originally on that, alright? It just gives the little bit of aesthetics to the bike that you know, those little pieces that we want to make our bikes individual to us. That's a great addition to the bike, I think. So yeah, anyway, get yourselves over to the RicRak website, alright, and grab yourself one of those. I am Stevie, the Military Biker. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please think about subscribing, alright? It does help my channel grow. And there's tons of videos on there for, you know, how-tos, servicing. Stages is a big one. You know, there's huge bloody stages videos on there if you're into stages. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe wherever you are around the world, and remember, you'll never walk alone.